Hi, welcome to another segment of Easy Eats. Hope you're enjoying your beautiful almost fall day here in Allentown. Today we're going to make crab cakes. Now, like barbecue, everybody's got a recipe for their crab cakes. This is Easy Eats recipe. Crab cakes originated with the settlers in the Chesapeake area. So they're indigenous to the Chesapeake area, and they're still done the same way, picked by hand. So I'm going to get started on these crab cakes, and off we go. And Jeter's making noise, licking his bowl, his water. So I'm going to start the timer. The recipe's online. Here we go. Now we should add some time to dice the veg because I have it all meased out. But anyway, we're going to saute a half a cup of onions and a half a cup of yellow, orange, and red peppers with some butter, because the butter is the flavor we need for the crab cakes. So I'm going to do a teaspoon. Aha, there's the noise. The pan is hot. So we have a teaspoon of garlic. We're going to add the onions and peppers. Now, while that's working in the butter, I'm going to make the sauce. I don't put the crab in until the end because it's jumbo lump and it'll just turn into mush, and we don't want mush too much. So I have the mayonnaise, quarter cup of mayonnaise. The recipe's online. We have Dijon, 2 teaspoons. I'm just going to kind of measure it out by eye. And you can put more if you like it more. Put more in. So we have the Dijon. We have lemon juice, 2 teaspoons. Then we have an egg. And this makes exactly 1 pound of crab meat. Now this is sauteing up, which is almost done. I'm going to make this, whip this up. A little bit of Worcestershire, 2 teaspoons. I'll put the salt and pepper in now, which is 2 teaspoons. And we can adjust later. Now, along with this, we have a tablespoon of scallions and a tablespoon of parsley. And I'm going to just put this in because it's here. Just added love. And now these are done. Now, when I go to sear, I'm going to put this pan on and get it hot because that'll be the sear for the crab cakes. I'm going to put this veg in that's nice and beautiful. Put this pan in the sink. Stir this up. Oh, I can smell the love already. Now you can put Old Bay in. Personally, I don't like Old Bay, but some people love Old Bay. So there's a quarter cup of Saltine. Saltines really make it. You can use Ritz. I prefer Saltines. And the egg is in there. And we have everything in. And the reason why I'm making the sauce first is because, one, you want the crackers to absorb the liquid as a binder. And you don't want to break up the 1 pound of crab meat. 1 pound, jumbo lump. Off we go. Now here's where you want to just nicely mix this in. You want the lump in there, so you don't want to get crazy with the mixing of the crab meat. And I'm going to turn this heat up to sear. Everything's working for us while we're doing something else. Crab cakes are just awesome. And again, everybody has their own recipe. My sous chef Peter Sokolsky at Muhlenberg, when I worked there, loved Old Bay. And we would have some fun with it because I don't like Old Bay. It's you know, it's moldy. But it's part of the Chesapeake heritage. So here we go. So this is going to sit. It's lumpy, which we want. It's mixed well. I'm going to rinse my hands real quick. Of course, I washed them before. And I'm going to make a crab cake. Now we're going to make remoulade to go with this. But I'm going to clean up and we're going to do a remoulade, which is different than a tartar, although it is mayonnaise based. So here we have the crab. Now you can make them bigger. This is going to be for a appetizer with some of the Asian slaw that we did last week. It's really good. So I'm going to set that in there. Oh, listen to that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Love the sound. That's love with a capital L. So I'm just going to show you how to sear this. I'll get my trusty spatula. You don't want to get it too hot because it'll burn. You just want to sear it. Now if you want to put it in the oven afterwards, you can. And that's a beautiful cake. So I'm going to sear this, and then we're going to make the remoulade sauce next. So we're going to make the remoulade, but we're going to make it Louisiana style. I did hit the button and it took 17 minutes for this whole recipe, because as I was getting the remoulade ready, I realized that the timer was still on. So I basically made it while I was waiting, if that makes sense. So we'll just say 20 minutes total. So that's how long it's going to take to do this whole thing. So what we have here is a gherkin or a cornichon pickle. That's going to go in with capers, baby capers chopped. This is like an elite tartar sauce. You can let the dogs in. It's okay. The doggies want to come in. We're here at home, and this is live and raw. So what we have is 3/4. The recipe's online on the description. We have 3/4 cup of mayonnaise, which is your base. Okay. And then with that, we're going to put the scallions that are on the recipe, the capers chopped up, which is 2 teaspoons. We're going to do the cornichon, gherkin, chopped, 2 teaspoons, and 2 teaspoons of parsley. Okay, and then I'm going to clean up, and there's not much left, so I'm just going to incorporate this right into it because it's just added love. It's not going to hurt it because you can add and subtract on this one. But these are very good. They're sweet. You can buy them sweeter. I do not have tarragon vinegar, but what I do have is white wine vinegar and tarragon. So in a pinch, which is what we have here, the store didn't have tarragon vinegar. We're going to put a little bit of tarragon, just a little bit, half a teaspoon, and a half a teaspoon of white wine vinegar. Okay. Then to make it Louisiana style, we're going to add some cayenne. Okay. Now you can make it hotter. Be careful. It's very powerful. And We have 2 teaspoons of stone ground mustard or Cajun mustard. You can use the Creole mustard, and Dijon mustard, 2 teaspoons, and a shot of Tabasco, of course. A couple shots there. You want to make it hotter, put more in. If you don't want to make it hotter, don't put any heat in it. We're going to take this spoon and we're going to mix it up. We're going to taste it because salt and pepper, so it looks like a tartar sauce, kind of, sort of. It's got the pickle in it, which tartar sauce has in it, which makes it sweet. But this has the capers in there, and it makes it totally different. I mean, it makes it really nice. Salt and pepper. Half a teaspoon. Now I'm not tasting the heat. Oh, there it is. So there it is, the heat. So what I'm going to do for the shot is I'm going to puree this, and then I'm going to drizzle it on top of the crab cake. So how easy was that? 17 to 20 minutes to make crab cakes with Louisiana Remoulade. It doesn't get any easier. So I appreciate you coming into my kitchen, and just remember, simplicity, honestly, awesome food. I'll see you next week. Thank you. Chef Jamie here.